Yo, what's up squad? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Dylan. Today's a long weekend. We got a full packed driveway right now. It's also a little bit gloomy, but that's not gonna stop us. Today is a perfect day to do an install. So it's time to get back to work. We're gonna be working on the AP1 S2000. It is time to put on the new coilovers that I picked up. As you guys see the car, it looks nice. It's at the right height, stands, it's low, it looks tough. But we gotta make some changes. Although the car looks good, the tame coilovers that are on the S2000 right now, they actually don't ride the best. I don't know if it's because of the ride height or if the preload wasn't set right, but the ride is pretty awful ever since I got the car. It's been too bumpy, too hard. You guys can see in the POV videos. So we're gonna be changing the suspension up. So yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I did start changing up the garage here. We got the walls white. This side is not done. Still have to clear up some more areas. So I'm making a few changes while the car was down. This is what I did. So let's get to work. I made some room. So because it's gloomy, we're probably gonna do the install in the garage. I'm gonna shift the car over so we can get a little angle. I got the jack stands, I got the jack. So let's get to it, let's get to work. Okay, so I got myself all set up over here. We're gonna start with the rear because this is the hardest. I got the jack. Had to add some planks because this car is too low for this jack. And yeah, let's start with this side. This is the hardest side. You guys will see why. Geez, we're making some progress. So we got this side up, got the jack stand over there. So I was gonna start with the rear, but because we have this whole side up, I think I'm just gonna swap the rear and the front all at the same time. Well, not at the same time, but do this side first. And yeah, we're gonna take off the wheel and then we'll swap out the new coilovers I picked up and we'll take a look at the tame coilovers. So let's get back to work. All right, so let's take a look here. Here are the tame coilovers. So to change them out, it's just this bolt right here, and then there's two 14mm at the top. So for some reason, I've been having a problem with this side ever since I lowered the car on the RPFs. This side started to clank, and then lately now it's starting to rub, and it was never rubbing before. So I don't know what's going on with these coilovers. Can't wait to swap them out, and let's see how the next one does.
1 minute later.
Now we're on to the next step. I used the breaker bar to crack this 17 open. Now I'm just using the ratchet to get it off. So it's not too bad, like I said. 3 bolts, 17 here, 2 at the top, 2 14s at the top. And I'll show you guys the hard part after. Okay, so for the hard part, the 2 14mm at the top of the strut or of the coilover is right here. And as you can see, there's no space. Everything on the S2000 is super tight, so in order to make space, you gotta take this 10mm out, and then you'll get some room by moving this gas filler neck over. And then sometimes you also have to pop open the gas tank, and then there's a 3 8mm bolts, and then you can move that, move this over, and then you'll have room to take out the 14mm. So let's do that. This is the only side with this tedious problem. This side will be easy. So
5 minutes later.
I tried breaking one of the 14mm loose, but it wasn't enough space, so I have to resort to this technique. I'm gonna be removing these 8mm. Wow, these weren't even tight. And then we should get more room to access the bolts. Oof. So finally, after wiggling around with all this stuff over here, I finally got the coilover out. Here's the old one. This is super heavy, holy. It's the old one. Look how, I don't know guys, look at the condition of this. It doesn't really look the best. It's super stiff. I don't know. So wait right here 1 second. Let me get the new one so we can compare. Okay, so here's a new set of coilovers that I picked up. These are the T1R B Max coilovers, specifically made for the S2000. I think these are 12 kg spring rates all around, which is higher than the Tanes. And as you can already see, these are way cleaner. So yeah, these are new to me. T1R coilovers. This is not really like a brand that's used across many cars. So it was made specifically for the S2000. It's a Canadian brand, T1R, and hopefully these ride good. It should, honestly, like these, I think these are twin tube, this is mono tube. Hopefully it makes a difference. We'll see how it goes. And happy I picked this up for a good deal. So it's time to put these on. I already went ahead and matched the ride height of all the coilovers. The preload was already set up by the previous owner. And yeah, so maybe we'll probably do some more height adjustments, but they're all matched, ready to go. It's literally just a bolt on once you get everything off. So let's put them in.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Alright y'all, quick update. The rear here is done. Took some time, but I finally got it out. Like I said, this was the hardest side. I'm working on the front. Just gotta take these two out. I already got the upper control arm bolts out. So I'm good to go. I got lots of tools everywhere. Like this, I haven't done coilovers in so long, but just trying to wrap this up, get the front on, get the other side done, and we'll see how these coilovers feel. Let me speed it up and I'll get back to you guys. Alright, so in usual install fashion, you guys already know things didn't go as planned. It's a new day. It's been weeks. I think 2 weeks since the last clip you saw. We got the spoiler now, the carbon spoiler. We got JZX. That's how much I've been filming. But the rear coils are on. Let me update you guys. Let me brighten it up one time. But yeah, this is how the rear sits. It's actually higher than before. I raised the height just a little bit, so now I can see a little bit more of the tire. This is how the coil looks like underneath. If you can see it. Looks so good, blue, anodized blue. And so we just have to do the fronts. So everything in the rear is done. Everything is torqued correctly to spec. I noticed that my end links in the rear also need to be replaced, so I will be doing that next season. But this is where I had trouble. So for the fronts, the strut bolt, for whatever reason, is super tight. I don't know who was the last one to work on this car, but that bolt is extremely tight. I was able to do the rears easily with a breaker bar. For the front, I just can't get out. So for today, I think we got it. We got to bring out some big boy tools to get this job done. We're going to be heating up that bolt in the front with a torch, and hopefully it can come out. Like, we need to finish this job. Let's get it done. Alright, so here's my problem. This bolt right here on the strut is extremely tight. I don't know why it is, for whatever reason, but it's extremely tight. I'm gonna heat it up. I got the torch, and let's see if we can get it out. That was the only thing that was stopping me. Otherwise, these coilovers would be on. So we're rocking 2 different sets of coilovers. It's not my fault. Don't blame me. So look what we got here. We got the torch. We got it assembled. We're just gonna go right here. Doesn't look too much of an angle. We're gonna go right here, heat up the bolt, make it super hot, and hopefully it gets out. Extreme danger. Don't try this at home.
All right, bet.
Many minutes later.
Okay, y'all, so another unsuccessful attempt. I used the torch, it didn't work. That bolt is just stuck in there, it's stuck in the bushing. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I was thinking about cutting it off, but I don't think that will help. So even if I tried cutting it off right now, I feel like it'll still be stuck. Even if I try and hammer it, I don't know, it's stuck. We're gonna have to do this another time. This was a fail. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll get back to this. Yeah, it's gonna take a while. I might have to take it to the shop, get that out, get the coilovers on. But for now, we will rock 2 sets of different coilovers. So far when I was driving this car, the rear is super stiff. I like it. You feel the car absorbing all the bumps on the road. So that's what we want. We want this car to be functional. I will be looking into a new set of wheels very soon for next season. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I will catch you in the next one. I'm out. Peace.